You can help anyone. You can get anything you want in life if you can help enough other people get what they want. Zig Ziglar. A prospect, according to the dictionary, is a person that is likely to be interested. That's something I heard about for years from Zig Ziglar about helping people get what they want, but I never knew what that was like until I had an experience with my son. And you're wondering how that could be. Well, let me explain. When my son was about 3 years old, I went to pick him up at daycare. And that afternoon, when I walked in the door, I was talking to his teachers, and they gave me the whole rundown about what he did during the day, and that he wasn't following directions, wasn't making good choices, wasn't listening. And I listened. Very politely, just listened to what they had to say. Took it all in, and looked at my son, and he was standing in the corner, playing with a toy, minding his own business, not bothering anybody. So when they were finished, and I thanked them for what they said, I very politely turned to my son and said, "Son, come here." So he sees me, he comes running. So I got down to one knee, because he's about 3 years old at the time, and he gives me a hug, and I gave him a hug. And as I gave him a hug, I whispered something in his ear. His eyes popped open. He immediately forgot about everything he was doing, forgot about the toy, forgot about his classmates, forgot about the teachers, forgot about his jacket and his bag and everything else. Just took off. Boom, out the door. Running as fast as he could, down the hallway, screaming at the top of his lungs, running like his hair's on fire. If you've ever seen the old Roadrunner commercials, Roadrunner cartoons where the Roadrunner's running away from the coyote and he goes into this extra gear and just kicks in the gear and takes off and leaves a vapor trail, leaves a coyote standing with his mouth open. That's what it looked like when my son was running down the hall. Well, the teachers are standing there doing the best impression of seeing no evil, speaking no evil, hearing no evil. Totally shocked, stunned. Because I did in less than 5 seconds what they couldn't do in 30 minutes, which is get my son out the door. So one of them finally got over her stunned silence and looked at me and said, "Well, what did you say to him?" She was all concerned. I just shrugged my shoulders and said, "I asked him if he wanted a pizza." It was that simple. In that little brief moment, I learned something about prospecting and getting leads from a 3-year-old kid. And if you stick with me for the next couple minutes, I'm going to show you 3 things I learned from my son that I believe is going to help you to win prospects and get leads. First thing is this. The approach. The approach his teachers had and the approach that I had were totally different. The teachers were trying to get him to pack up his gear and leave because that's what they wanted. And that's what they thought that I would want because they knew that I was coming to pick him up and I'd be ready to go. So they were telling him, "Come on, follow instructions, get your things ready, it's time to go." And he really wasn't paying attention to them. And they were really talking about what they wanted, which was for him to get ready and leave. When I walked in the door and they told me the situation, I went to my son and I whispered in his ear and I said the magic word. And it was something that I knew he would want. I spoke about the situation from his perspective instead of mine. That's what got him interested, that's what got him excited, and that's what got him willing to cooperate. And he was out the door before I could blink an eye. Number 2, if you've ever seen the old Godfather movies, Marlon Brando's character, Don Corleone, is known for the classic line, "Make him an offer he can't refuse." Well, to paraphrase, I made my son an offer I knew he wouldn't refuse. My son now is 20 years old, going on 21, and he still thinks that pizza is one of the 4 food groups. I could take him out to dinner right now, and I could tell him, "Son, here's the deal. Get 1 piece of meat, get 1 vegetable, get 1 starch. You see that pizza bar over there? Get anything you want. Just eat this little bit on the plate, eat all the pizza you want, I don't care." I guarantee you he would be in on that deal. That quick. That's my son. I know how my son is wired. He didn't refuse because my offer was more valuable than what he already had. And the question came down to pizza or toys. When I offered him a pizza, he forgot all about the toys. He forgot all about the class. He forgot all about his classmates and his teachers, and he took off. He was gone because he knew he was getting a good part of this deal. When you're talking to your prospect, make them an offer that is so much more valuable than what they already have that they won't even think twice about giving up what you want from them in order to get what you have for them. So if you had an ebook or a webinar or some kind of a training course and it was free, let's say, and all it was going to cost them was their contact information, could be something as simple as an email address, and in their mind they're thinking, is that all? Is that all you want? An email address and I can have access to that? Seriously? Oh, please. Show me where to sign. I'll put in my email address. Let me have that access. And they won't even bat an eye. They won't even think twice about it. No problem. Which brings me to number 3. And this is actually the most important part. You see, when my son was out there itching to get out the door, and I grabbed my stuff, grabbed his stuff, and got to the door, we went out the exit, got him to the car. He's all itching like he's got ants in his pants. Come on, Daddy, let's go, let's go, let's go. He couldn't wait. Couldn't wait to get in the car. Even though he knew eventually we'd be going home, which is what I wanted, he knew that on the way home, we were going to stop somewhere and get what he wanted. And that's all he was interested in, was what he wanted. And I wanted him to think that this whole idea was his and not mine. That's why when I whispered in his ear, I asked him a question. I didn't say we're going to get a pizza. I asked him if he wanted one. And his response told me all I needed to know. When you're dealing with your prospect, put it across to them in terms of their need, their wants, their desires, what interests them, not what interests you. Ultimately, you want their contact information, that's true. But if you give them something that's going to be like a bright, shiny object in front of their eyes that they can't wait to get their hands on, they can't wait to get a look at, they can't wait to get a listen to, then it's a simple matter to get the little thing that they want, which is going to be the price of admission for them to get in and to take advantage of the offer that you have for them. And to go along with that, there's a quote from a very famous football coach back in the 70s and 80s named Bryant from the University of Alabama. He said, it's amazing what you can accomplish when you don't care who gets the credit. As far as you're concerned, you don't care who gets the better of the deal. The prospect can think, for all you care, that he or she got over on you because they got so much from you in exchange for so little. That really doesn't matter. What counts is that you got what you wanted, and in their minds, they got so much more from you than you got from them. So to summarize, if you want to generate prospects and leads, number 1, talk to them about what they want, not what you want. Focus on them, not you. Number 2, make them an offer you know they won't refuse. You know they will not refuse because you're talking about it from their perspective. You talk about what they want and not what you want. And in a future talk, I'm going to share with you a special radio station that everybody's tuned into and everybody operates by, but very few people know about. Later on, I'll tell you about that. And number 3, when they accept your offer, let them believe it was their idea all the time, even though you're the one who came to them with it. They responded as if it's what they wanted all along. Leave them with that good feeling, and they'll come back to you again and again and again. Now, this is just one of many tips that I have received over the years from people that I've been in contact with, people who have been very successful in business, in life, in leadership, relationships. I'm part of a community that I got into not long ago where they not only talk about these concepts, but they actually walk them, they actually live them. It's a community of very knowledgeable people, loving, caring, supportive, friendly people. Whenever you have a question, they're there with an answer. Whenever you need some kind of information, they're there to help you. They're there to support you. They're there to help you get to where you want to go because people are there to help them along the way too. Now, if you want to get a hold of them, if you want more information about these people and about a trial offer you can take advantage of for 7 to 10 days, be sure to inbox me below this video, and I will be happy to send that information to you so you can get in touch. I hope this video has been helpful to you, and if it has, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to share it with people that you know. And my name is Earl, and it's been my privilege and my honor to share this information with you. I hope you have a fantastic day, and you guys take care. Until next time, be blessed.